What up, YouTube? This is Steven, and welcome back to another photo analysis. This time I'll be analyzing the covers of Rei Yasuda's album, Prism. Let's begin with the regular edition version of the album cover. Alright, so when I first look at this, upon first sight, I'm like, wow, this looks really ethereal. I like the way that it looks. It's like really, angelic and heavenly. You know? Um, I like the ambiance in the photo as well. And I like Rei's earring. I like the way that looks. I like the sparkles, the glitter in the photo as well. It's sort of, you know, it's kind of like maybe like little diamonds or some like little like hints of jewelry. And I like the lighting in the back as well. Like it really like a lot of things come together really well. The lighting, the sparkles, the outfit, the accessories. Um, and I think this is overall a really good picture. But as you may have noticed, I didn't mention anything about Rei Yasuda herself. And let me explain and let me get to that. I actually think overall, Rei in this photo is respectable. I like the way her eyes look. I like the way her lips look, although I don't quite like the way her mouth looks. It looks a little bit like a puppet, a marionette type of look. But what kind of throws things off a little bit is she kind of lost her neck in this photo. She didn't lose all of it, but she lost a lot of it. And the way that she has positioned her head, I think that look, I get the look that she was going for, but I don't think she quite pulled it off as well as she could have pulled it off. But don't get me wrong, overall this actually is a really nice photo. And perhaps I am being a little hard on her. Maybe. I don't think I am, but perhaps subconsciously I am. Because Rei Yasuda is actually a model. She is an exclusive model for Nylon Japan. So, she actually does come with some modeling experience. So perhaps maybe on some subconscious level, I'm being a bit more hard on her than maybe other people. Perhaps that could be true. But like I said, overall, this actually is a really nice photo. And, for the average person looking at the photo, they'll be like, wow, this is a really nice photo. More so for people who are really analytical and looking at things and wanting to see what's what and how things fall into place. Okay, maybe they might have some things to say here or there. But again, overall, this is actually a really nice photo, though. I'm sure, just about any woman would love to look like this in a photo. More or less. Alright, let's move on to the next album cover. The next album cover is the album cover for the limited edition version of the album. And here, Rei looks like she has found her neck. She was able to find her neck somehow. Maybe she put up a, lost neck sign, gave out a reward for somebody for finding her neck or something. Who knows? But she has found her neck, so that's good. Although here it looks like her chin is kind of fading into her neck, and it makes her face look a bit thicker. Like makes her kind of like it makes her neck look a bit thicker than it actually is. It actually isn't that thick, but because of her her jaw, more so her jaw, not her chin, but her jaw is sort of fading into her neck. Maybe because of the way they Photoshop things, Photoshop the area perhaps. But yeah, it kind of looks like it's fading into it, thus making her neck look bigger and thicker than it actually is, which kind of throws out the photo a little bit. um, let's see. This particular look, I'm not quite sure what she's going for. Maybe like sort of like I'm an angel type of look. I'm, very innocent. I'm not quite sure. And to be fair, the theme of this album is a bit difficult to interpret. I don't really know how you would interpret Prism, at least offhand. I would probably have to think about it a little bit to figure it out, if I could figure it out. You know. And again, I like the background. You can see it looks like something in the background, like some diamonds or some jewels in the background, which is a pretty nice touch. And I like the lighting in the background as well. Like, I really like the illumination. It really kind of gives the photo like more life and dynamic, and that is definitely a positive in my opinion. I like the outfit that she's wearing. It goes really well with the ambiance. I like the way she positioned her hand as well. And, her hair is it's a little simple. It's like a ponytail, a little simple. But I think she's going for more of the, like, slicked back look. But I kind of wish she would have changed up her hairstyle, and maybe for this particular photo, um, took her hair out of a ponytail and had it like just flowing straight down, just wild and free. Also, if you look at the typography of the title and her name, you'll notice that there's a rainbow there. Like, that's a nice touch there. And I think that the rainbow was placed really well in this photo. I'm looking at her finger, and it looks like she's wearing like 2 rings or something. It looks weird. I kind of wish they would have just chose one or the other, not both. It's a bit too much. And with this particular photo, I think the simplicity works better than the complexity. Overall, I think this is a very nice photo, but what holds this photo back to me from being a stellar photo is her facial expression. I'm not quite sure. Eh. I did interpret this facial expression a few ways. Like angelic, like she's an angel type of look. She's innocent, but I'm not quite sure really I'm not quite sure the facial expression here. I'm not quite sure how to interpret it because it's not quite happy, it's not quite sad, it's not quite here, it's not quite there. It's a bit too in the middle, And it's not a terrible photo, It's not a terrible photo at all, Again, a lot of women, you know, probably the average woman at least would like to look like this in a photo. I'm pretty sure just about every woman would like to look like this in the photo. You know, they wish they could probably be this photogenic. You know, but again, overall, the facial expression throws this photo off for me. Overall, I think the better of the two photos is the regular edition version of the photo. And for me, while I was really hard on this photo, and in fact, this is sort of last minute for me because really, I kind of was leaning toward the limited edition version of the photo as being the better photo. But I choose the regular edition photo because of her facial expression. I think that ultimately sells the photo for me and convinces me that it's the better photo. You know, I think her facial expression, it's interpretable, it's sellable, it's marketable. However, I just wish they would have maybe did some Photoshop around her neck. It looks like, the skin on her neck is sort of bunched up. Perhaps it is because, that is pretty normal. But I kind of wish they would have maybe did a little something about that. Maybe even just hid it with maybe her outfit, you know? But again, overall, I think this is the better of the two photos. But overall, I think both photos are nice, though. Um, you know. But what do you guys think? Feel free to let me know. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Your feedback and support are extremely appreciated, extremely valued. And to the next photo analysis, adios and goodbye for now.